Disclaimer, I do not dislike CinemaSins, and that is not a lie. For my next Everything Wrong with CinemaSins video, I'm going to be seeing their video on Shrek Forever After, and I would like to give shoutouts to Shy Fox Featherhair, BM345, and King Cooper for requesting this video. Enjoy the video, everyone.
33 seconds of logo!
Well, movies need logos to tell us what studios made them.
Once upon a time, a long time ago.
Movie rehashes the preface to the first movie with some narrating. Narrate-hashing?
Yes, but this one tells us what Harold and Lillian did to try to get Fiona out of the tower before they were informed that she had been rescued.
Why does this animation seem so sucky? This feels like a cutscene from Civilization 3, which came out 9 years before this movie.
You're just stating your opinion on the animation here, so I'm going to be giving this Sin my award.
He's Rumpelstiltskin!
Oh, me sideways.
So we all put an end to our daughter's curse?
Jesus, what a shitty king. The movie acts like he's a good father because he's so distraught his daughter is stuck living in a castle as a prisoner to some dragon. But I see a shitty king who just sold out all the people in the entire kingdom just to hug his kid again. Fucking dick.
But he doesn't. After Harold and Lillian are informed of Fiona's rescue, he rips the contract in half and Rumpelstiltskin's plan backfires.
Sir, you're gonna have to pay for that!
That's funny and all, but did Rumpel walk into a bookstore just to read about some shit he already knew happened?
Yes, but like I said, this is so we can learn what Harold and Lillian did to try to get Fiona out of the tower, as well as who Rumpelstiltskin is and why he has a grudge against Shrek.
Nobody needs your deals anymore, Grumple Stinky Pants!
Grumple Stinky Pants. They should have called this movie Shrek Forever After.
I know what you guys are thinking. Was that even a sin? It's obviously not, and Jeremy's just sharing what he thinks of this movie's humor, so I'm also going to give this Sin my award.
Why would there have been a need to nail an entirely different block on this sign with an S written on it? There was plenty of room to draw an S on the sign.
I have no problem with your point here, but how come you didn't already point that out when sinning Shrek 2?
Pee, but it's actually a fish being squeezed by the baby. That's the joke, which is weird, because babies actually do pee on their parents while changing diapers. And fish do not have lots of water in their bellies that can be squeezed out. And this might be the laziest Shrek movie since Shrek.
Calling the first Shrek lazy, that's worth these many sins.
2 of these 3 babies are drinking out of squashes or gourds, which do not have enough moisture to drink from. I'm giving that third baby with the red pumpkin thing a pass, but I'm not happy about it.
But Jeremy, you already saw in the third movie that these plants are just the baby bottles and that slug juice is what the ogre babies drink.
So he's older now and misses being younger, and this is a midlife crisis story crammed into the Shrek universe? That's not fun. That's boring. Just let me watch City Slickers again. Why does this shit exist?
Like I've said twice already, what you're saying here makes me think that you don't actually like watching movies.
Looks like you forgot the candle!
Shrek Forever After puts us through this anxiety-inducing birthday party where everything is going wrong and there's this little bastard who's like the where's the baby dude from Shrek the Third. It's almost like nobody trusted the last 4 minutes of the movie to tell us that Shrek was in a rut, and they went over the top, aggravating.
The point of this is to have Shrek have so much going on at the same time to the point that he lashes out and storms out of the party.
You have 3 beautiful children.
He does not.
Yeah, he does.
Me, was this asshat just scrounging for garbage outside the Shrek household at the perfect time? Did he have any reason to be here, or is this a giant-ass coincidence?
It's a giant-ass coincidence, my dude.
Let me give you a ride. It's the least I could do after all you've done for me.
Shrek falls for this because Shrek is super selfish right now, 4 movies into being the hero that saves the day.
And like I've said before, if Shrek didn't fall for Rumpelstiltskin's tricks, we wouldn't have a movie.
This Ogre for a Day contract uses English for the title, and then all gibberish in the contract's main body.
Well, the gibberish is probably just there to make it all look like an article, my dude.
Picnic dick. Pick dick. Dick pic?
Pointing things out on the screen.
How the did Shrek get in his cart and put watermelons all over himself? And sure, it's a cartoon, but I feel like Shrek wouldn't go this far just to scare one asshole.
Says Shrek was scaring one person, shows a scene of it being 2 people. Nice job.
Shrek goes all X Games. Shrek's game?
Jeremy says something random cliche.
So the deal with Rumpel changed history, and no one remembers how it used to be, but Shrek accidentally himself into Donkey right away?
It's actually more of a plot convenience than an accident, Jer.
I've never seen you before in my life.
Never seen me before. Come on, donkey.
You are a toy! I mean, how do you not know this world is different yet?
Because Shrek doesn't know that Rumpelstiltskin took the day he was born, which means that he doesn't exist in this alternate reality. Also, for this part, Jeremy says something random cliche.
And then they disappeared.
Thanos.
Jeremy says something random again.
As the witches chase Shrek through this giant building, I have to wonder if I can skip
My angry wig.
having an angry wig. Also, angry wig makes you a discount syndrome.
Okay, I'm going to remove a sin here because that made me laugh. But before I do, I should tell you guys why I don't usually remove sins. It's because the point of this series is to address things CinemaSins says that I don't agree with. So I don't see the point of addressing things that I agree with. Now that I've said that, here's my first sin removal.
You've got a friend. That worked.
But it didn't because Donkey runs away afterwards.
I've never seen a ogre cry.
Why did you come back, though? You were terrified and took off running.
And doesn't that contradict your previous sin and you're just going to ignore it?
Donkey, I've read the fine print and there's nothing about an exit clause in here.
Also known as the exit clause machina. It's insane that a sneaky magical contract created to totally someone requires an exit clause.
But when Fiona kisses Shrek at the end of the film, it doesn't come from nowhere, nor is it abrupt, so I wouldn't call this a deus ex machina.
Also, just imagine what happens if Rumpel tells his witches to leave Shrek alone and never take him back to the castle.
But that didn't happen, so why are you sinning this?
Let me show you how it's done. I didn't spend all that time around witches without picking up a few tricks.
This is the reason given for how Donkey knows that Rumpel's contracts have hidden messages in them, that being around the witches somehow gave him that information.
Like in previous videos, you seem to just be explaining something in the movie and not pointing out something wrong with this part of it.
Nose horns.
But their ears are the horns, not their noses.
Shrek is addicted to frogs. Also, that's not how frogs work.
Also, that's not our world.
Fiona?
Christ, she's the leader of the entire ogre clan and no one is guarding her royal tent. He's able to just pop in.
Yes.
Goose grooming.
Pointing things out on the screen.
Until you find true love's first kiss.
I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss.
Jimmy sings something that isn't a sin cliche.
Gonna fix everything. The ogres, Rumpel, your curse.
How do you know about my curse?
Fiona misses the approaching bad guys because she's got a knife to Shrek's throat because Shrek said the word curse and this is some contrived f***ing horse.
Again, you're just saying what's happening in the movie here.
Somehow, this movie with tons of ogres and this scene of all the ogres dancing sexily to the Pied Piper's music makes me miss the minions.
But didn't you say this in the Despicable Me 3 video?
Oh, I miss the minions.
I don't.
Yeah, I'd say that's a contradiction right there.
Rumpel is offering a reward for Shrek's capture, but how did he put this video together so quickly? I mean, just renting out rainbows is notoriously difficult, even if you're a king.
I don't think it matters because there are things that happen in movies that don't really need to be explained.
The kiss didn't work.
This is what Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes thought at first, but then they kept at it and eventually everything fell into place.
Jeremy says something random cliche.
I'm no fairy tale law expert or anything. I know that True Love's kiss is supposed to break this contract, but what if Rumpel breaks it by not giving Shrek his full day? If he kills him, isn't that kind of like not honoring the contract?
Well, yeah, which is why he's been trying to prevent Shrek from sharing a kiss with Fiona.
Holy MCU editing, Batman.
Jeremy says something random cliche.
What in the holy spontaneous trapeze hell is this nonsense?
Shrek and Fiona swing on chains to trap dragons so they don't get eaten by her. Come on, do you really need an explanation for that?
She isn't kissing him because she loves him, she's kissing him to save his life. This movie sits on a throne of lies.
Actually, Fiona is kissing Shrek because she loves him. She fell in love with him during the final battle and also because of his act of turning himself in so that he could free the other ogres.
I always thought that I rescued you from the Dragon's Keep. It was you.
End. I'd rather have unnecessary surgery while fully awake than watch any more of this f***ery. Shrek sucks.
First of all, sinning this, one of the most heartfelt scenes in this franchise. Secondly, I do respect your opinion, but this is worth these many sins. And here's the end result, everybody. The sin total is 755, and the sentence will be, do the roar. Thank you for watching, everybody, and have a nice day.